If you ask any chef what is a must-have tool in a kitchen, they would say it is a high-quality, sharp 8-inch chef's knife. Why? It is an essential multi-purpose kitchen tool used for 90% of tasks like slicing, dicing, chopping, and mincing. In the world of hybrid shooting, my chef knife would be the Sigma Art 17 to 40mm f1.8. It is the lens that can do it all. It can be used for videos, for photography, in good and bad lighting conditions. It can go wide and it can go tight, all with the 1.8 aperture. The best part about it is that all of this is housed inside an internal zoom. So Sigma Art is designed for high resolution, maximum optical performance, and wide, fast apertures. It is known for exceptional sharpness and bokeh. These lenses are tailored for artistic, portrait, landscape, and studio photography. Some of the key highlights of the Sigma Art series lenses are performance focus. It prioritizes image quality, often using specialized low dispersion elements for superior resolution. Many lenses feature wide apertures for low light performance and shallow depth of field. Generally feature robust construction, with many models having weathered sealing. All of this is true for the Fujifilm X mount Sigma Art 17 to 40mm f1.8 lens. I began my creative journey as a photographer. Most of my lenses were prime, and I love the images that came out of these prime lenses, such as the 16mm f1.4, 35mm f1.4, 56mm f1.2, and for the longest, these were my go-to lenses for photography. I never gave the 16 to 55mm f2.8 a real chance, even though it's been praised as having optical qualities that matches, if not surpasses, prime lenses. Now, if it's anything even remotely similar to the 50 to 140mm f2.8, then I can see why it deserves such praises. Transitioning into video, I quickly discovered the reason why zoom lenses were the preferred choice for most of the heavy work in creating content, paid gigs, and running and gunning. At the time of me realizing this, I purchased the Fujinon 18 to 120mm f4 power zoom lens, and it is an amazing lens. It is quiet, decently sharp for video, and has very fast and accurate autofocus performance. However, the f4 aperture left me wanting for more light gathering capabilities. That's when the Sigma Art 17 to 40mm f1.8 caught my attention when it was first announced. Before the Sigma Art 17 to 40mm f1.8 came along, there was the Sigma Art 18 to 35mm f1.8. It is a premium, fast aperture, wide angle to standard zoom lens made exclusive for the APS-C DSLR cameras. You know, the dinosaurs, the oldies, the Larry Bird of the NBA. You get the point. It's old, and anyone getting into photography or video today would not know much about it. I have always seen it mounted on other cameras. I saw some pictures and videos created with it, and I liked what I saw from it. I didn't want to purchase an adapter for my camera mount, so I never bought the original lens, and I forgot all about it. Until June 17, 2025, when Sigma announced the arrival of the new and improved Sigma Art 17 to 40mm f1.8. It has constant f1.8 across the zoom range, 67mm filter size, 17 elements in 11 groups, minimal flare and ghosting, 11.1-inch minimum focusing distance. It weighs at 535 grams. It has high response linear actuator for fast, quiet autofocus. It is equipped with two customizable autofocus lock buttons, and it also has a declick aperture option. This lens was an instant buy for me. I didn't wait for reviews to come out first before purchasing. I knew that the predecessor of this lens was a very popular choice for hybrid shooters. It is versatile, and the 1.8 aperture allows it to perform like a prime lens. You can acquire shallow depth of field at 40mm and creating subject separation to isolate the subject. You can capture establishing shots for context in your videos. You can even use this at night, where most zoom lenses would suffer in performance and would require switching out to a prime lens to resolve the issue, which is the point of this lens existing in the first place. Because of modern cameras are far more advanced and higher in megapixel counts, much is required from today's lenses. Because of 8K, 6K, and 4K, and so forth, are readily made available to modern cameras. The Sigma R 17 to 40mm f1.8 came at the right time. This is where it may sound like I am being critical of Fujifilm, and I'm not being harsh or unreasonable with my observation. I respect Fujifilm, and I shot with Fujifilm since 2017, and I have never left and I have never looked at any other camera brands because I saw Fujifilm mature as a system. They adapted to the paying customers' feedback, mainly autofocus and better lens options for hybrid shooting, and for the most part they have succeeded at providing a very capable camera system. However, I just have one question. Why can't Fuji make a lens like this? Sigma showed that it was possible. The Fujinon 16 to 55mm f2.8 Mark II didn't really excite me. Sure, it was smaller and more compact, and perhaps it's better suited for the smaller camera bodies such as the XS20, X-T50, XM5, but what about for the flagship models such as the X-H2 and X-H2s? Now, one of my desires for the 16 to 55mm f2.8 Mark II lens was for it to have an internal zoom, for being able to shoot in harsh conditions where sand, dust, and particulate matter exists. Another desire of mine was for optical image stabilization. To be fair, this one doesn't have an OIS either. However, Fujifilm could have made an attempt to include it, considering that it is a pro red badge lens. If you think I'm expecting too much from them, then you should look no further than the 50 to 140mm f2.8 lens. It has OIS, 2 linear focus motors, meaning it is the best autofocus performing lens in the lineup. It has a constant 2.8 across all zoom range, and it has an internal zoom. I mean, can you blame me for wanting that? I would be very happy to sacrifice the 1.8 advantage if Fujifilm had provided all that on the 16 to 55 f2.8 Mark II. Since neither lenses have any form of stabilization, and the Sigma R 17 to 40mm f1.8 has checked off the box for me on most of my wish lists, it was a no-brainer for me to buy it. This lens should occupy a space in your camera bag. I highly recommend it if you own any modern camera bodies released in the last 3 years. You will not be disappointed. You will maybe sell all of your prime lenses and you wouldn't miss it. So the question here is, do you have a chef knife in your kitchen?